Welcome back, Zach.
I'm back.
And I'm glad that you're back once more. Once more,
Once
once more, once more.
more, once more. Yeah, goodness, it was a hot minute. Sorry about that, everybody. I promise I won't be that busy again until probably October, and then it'll happen again.
Zach, you are back, and this makes
Yes.
me very happy.
Have
And
I told you the people? Have I told you the different speculation people have about my job? Have I
no,
told you that
tell me some.
there's like multiple camps emerging about what exactly my career is that causes me to disappear sometimes? And the fun fact is, of the two biggest ones I saw, one is completely and totally wrong, and the other is 100% correct. And I'm not going to tell which one.
Oh no,
I've
somebody.
told one person who DM'd me and correctly guessed it, and our friends in the back room, the other Song of Ice and Fire YouTubers, are aware. Everybody else is clueless, and I kind of enjoy that. And I think it'd be neat if there was like a bunch of like memeing and like people making like which side are you on memes and like other stuff about what my career is. I think that'd be funny as hell.
Zach, by the way, shout out to the other individuals who have been like the other individuals in the Song of Ice and Fire community who have been like popping in on the videos and like managing the Minecraft server. They're super baller. Also, thank you to the people who have been watching the weird stuff I've been putting out. It really does mean a lot. And if you like this sort of thing or that sort of thing, please do subscribe. YouTube
Yeah,
actually does pay attention to it, especially because we got copyright struck on the last stream.
yeah, we did. Apparently, uh, 40 seconds of the Mother of Dragons theme in a video game that they licensed it to be in was just not fun for you HBO. They were very unhappy about that.
Yeah, and I'm just super mad about that. Zach, I got something that I want to talk about.
Yeah,
All right, I really appreciate the people who watch this video, and everyone who is watching this. I would love it if you subscribed right now because we are about to talk about our subscribers. As you know, one of my favorite things about this silly thing that we do is there's like a bunch of people I've never like met face to face who do cool weird things that I've never done. And we're going to talk about some of them right now.
yeah.
If you are subscribed to this channel, or if you have publicly commented, I should know, if you are publicly subscribed to this channel, or if you have publicly commented, there's a very real chance that I've watched whatever videos are on your channel.
Yeah, whether there's Song of Ice and Fire or not. We usually like if Tom finds something interesting. I'm not usually logged on the channel all that often because I have a lethal YouTube channel addiction. I have like 5 channels, and I also have one that I'm not using for my debut album when it's out.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I have too many, so having Tom manage one extra YouTube channel is a relief. Tom will just, if he finds somebody interesting, subscribe to us. If he finds like an interesting video from one of our subscribers, he'll just send it to me on Discord and be like, Zach, check this person out.
Yeah, look at this weird, fun person.
Yeah.
So here we go. You ready? Here's some. I want to be really clear. Turns to camera too. All right. I want to be really. I am mocking zero of these people. I am
Yeah.
overwhelmingly enthusiastic about every single fucking weird thing all y'all nerds do. I love it. You ready? Here we go.
Is your permission from all these people you're about to cite? I don't want people to
All
know
of them are abstracted except for one who I did get permission from.
Okay,
You
excellent.
ready? You ready? Channel whose entire description is "Do not watch any of my videos from before September of 2010." Chan-
There's some questions there.
Channel whose only public subscriptions are the Interesting Nerd Club, Alt Shift X, and the Communist Party of Britain.
Wow. That's a really good Song of Ice and Fire content.
I love that person. We have, of course, we have truly beautiful art channels. Genuinely too many for me to list. One that I was quite fond of was a person who does full floor to ceiling time lapse paintings of like wildlife, specifically like lilies and other flowers. Super
Oh
cool
wow.
shit.
Yeah.
Person who uploads full-length RuneScape videos and weightlifting shorts.
Ooh.
Very cool. That person, you're doing great on both. Person whose public subscriptions are, in this order, Mira Reads, The Interesting Nerd Club, Zach from the Club, Nefanda Astra, The Interesting Nerd Network, and Bo Burnham.
Wow.
Person whose only upload
I'm
is
honored.
I know. Person whose only upload is a video of a live metal performance, presumably one of their personal friends, where the audio has been replaced by Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Oh no.
I know. So like you see like it leads in, right? And like you see the person like give the little opening, like this video is dedicated to, and like it's like a really like you know, long hair, like reddish hue on everything. It's clearly at like a local venue. Like the crowd's going kind of nuts, and leans in, plays the guitar lift, tiptoe through the window, through the window. And like this pleasant ukulele comes in when he slams on the guitar.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's really funny, Zach. It's really funny.
At first, I thought it was like one of those. I forgot Tulips, which my manager at my last job was obsessed with annoying everybody with. I thought at first it was one of those, like, I forget what his name is, Kevin McLeod, like, songs that you get in your video when like something gets copyright stricken. So I thought they had a like legit metal performance they uploaded on purpose, and like YouTube just didn't like the song for whatever reason. But no, this person was just expert at crafting a really, really funny joke.
Oh, extremely good. And it's labeled like something totally unassuming, right? It's labeled the it's like the Seattle tribute to Megadeth plays live at the at West End, right? It's totally unassuming. And it trolled somebody really hard with that one.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Jeez.
We have
I don't know if I'd be.
we have a channel whose profile picture is, quote, inside you there are two wolves, one of them is gay, the other one is gay, it's you, you're gay. Channel whose only content is a private playlist with 709 videos labeled important top secret.
It's a public playlist called Important Top Secret?
It is a private playlist with 709 videos labeled important top secret. Person I have actually watched like maybe tens of hours of this person's content. Person who uploads yo-yo tricks intercut with images of vanity plates.
Interesting.
Like the short will open, you know, it's like a 2-minute short of yo-yo tricks. It opens with a slow zoom in on a vanity plate that I assume they just fucking found because they're all from the same state, right? Zooms in on a vanity plate, cuts like a slow dissolve, kick-ass yo-yo tricks, like end of the short, poses for the camera, more vanity plates. I love it.
Huh.
I love it. I've watched so many. If that person is watching, I've watched so many of your yo-yo tricks. They're really cool. I like them a lot.
So maybe I need to watch this. I thought there was a like very low ceiling to the number of tricks one could do with a yo-yo.
There's a lot. And they all have names like chess openings.
Really? Like in 1800 or like in the Middle Ages, some like monk was sitting down with a yo-yo and he like showed a really cool trick to the rest of the monks, and they're all like, "Oh, we should call that the like the French Sidewinder.
Dude, that's exactly you got the formula exactly. They're all like the Dutch inversion, and like Kasparov's Walk the Dog. It's truly fucking extraordinary. It's amazing. It's incredible. Oh my god. All right, and one more. I got one more here. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There's of course like a kind of a presumption of like public consumption on YouTube. So I've abstracted them, but like not that much, you know. Yeah, if you really like try, you can probably find the yo-yo person because they are putting out yo-yo videos to hundreds of people right now.
Yeah.
But the presumption of public consumption kind of expires after a little while.
Yeah.
And I felt the need to like actually reach out to a person and be like, hey, can I talk about this in a video? And they were like, hell yeah. Zach, one of our subscribers has a 16-year-old 71-second video called How to Empty Your Sneakers.
What?
That is their only upload.
That is their only upload.
And it is
16 years ago.
Funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
YouTube, pretty much.
Yeah, what is that? 2007?
I was actually I had to explain to my mom the other day. We were watching Jeopardy. Here's another sidetrack. And one of the categories was hosted by John Green, who we're big fans of on this channel. And I had to explain to her who John Green was and that he was one of the OG YouTubers. And then I had to explain to her what OG meant because she'd never heard the term original gangster before.
Reasonable.
And so I had to explain, like, no, he was on YouTube before everybody knew you could go to YouTube and people would pay attention to you and watch your videos and you could get money and notoriety off of it.
Yeah.
Like, he was just doing it because he felt like putting his videos out to the world. He didn't give a damn if anybody watched them. And his videos were like, you know, literary analysis and just like talking about interesting subjects of conversation. And his brother did science videos and still does, and also writes and does literary analysis and stuff. And this person is an OG YouTuber, and they didn't want if a single person saw it. They just wanted to put out there to the world how to empty your shoes.
It's so fucking good, dude. It's so good. It has, at last I checked, hang on, I'm gonna check it right now. It has 449 views. In 16 years, this has gotten 449 views. And dude, this is a meme that is so far ahead of its time, okay? This is such a 2022 fucking meme. It's so good. It's so funny. It's like, and I don't know, everyone's gonna have to tell me, all right, if the meme landed as well for other motherfuckers as it did for me, because this shit is so funny to me. It's just like
I'm gonna have to watch, and then I'm gonna have to see how it lands.
I'm gonna put a link in the description. Please do. It's 71 seconds, and it made me cry. It's so good. It's like God. It's like a 1971 Monty Python bit. It's so good. My God, when was Monty Python formed?
That's close enough.
All right. And then Google bought YouTube in October of 2006. This video is from 2007. This video is from June of 2006. This video is pre-YouTube merger.
Yeah.
And it's really funny. It's really funny, and I like it. It's from a channel called Tommy Freestyle, and I really like them.
I will have to watch this.
I want to set this meme ablaze, please. Okay. Zach, so like you may this may surprise you, but what we're doing right now is actually relevant to the theory we're going to be talking about today.
Is it about how to empty your shoes?
It's not, but it does come from the internet.
Oh boy.
This comes from a comment from a person called Nick Grimes, who comments and is like around in the comment section with some frequency.
Yeah.
Very cool. Chatted with this individual a time or two in the comments. Super cool person. I don't know that it is reasonable to say that this person is an originator of this theory because they were just making a joke.
Little did they know.
Quote, clearly, what's under Westeros is Underoos. Nick Grimes. Zach, do you remember Underoos?
Isn't that an underwear?
Underoos. Yep, sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like the character themed ones.
It's like they're like really like entirely culturally irrelevant underpants.
That's how I would describe them, as culturally irrelevant underpants.
Yeah. So clearly, this is on our video under Westeros. What's under Westeros is obviously Underoos.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh my god.
It would have been funny if they brought back Underoos underwear extensively for children, and then made them a Song of Ice and Fire themed.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's get some Queen of Thorns Underoos. Let's get some Night's King Underoos. Let's get that shit.
I'm wearing my Euron Underoos right now.
Oh my god. Yes, it comes with a hood. It comes with a hood and a cape, so you can get the one red eye.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Okay, Zach. All right, Zach, you want to do a theory?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, all
This
right.
is the actual opening quote to this theory.
Oh, this is actually opening quote to this theory. You're goddamn right it is.
Off the rails from the start.
Yeah.
There were no rails to begin with.
Would somebody in the comments please do one of those fun things where they're like theory starts at 13 minutes so that the people who don't want us to meme about other people's channels can skip it. Oh, you know what, Zach? I might try chapters in this video.
Yeah, this might be a good one to break up the chapters.
Yeah.
Theory starts at chapter.
I've never used them before.
I think I used them on accident because I would put when I release albums on my meme mashup channel, I would just put where the different songs start in the description and would make chapters. So I guess that's not really accident, but
all right, so there it is. Here you go, Zach. Have fun. Dig in.
oh boy. Okay. So, underwear theory. This is impossible to disentangle underwear from this theory. How often do we hear underwear mentioned in Westeros?
Welcome back.
I actually know the history of underwear a little bit.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Because this is something I know from. I actually like the clothing that like soldiers wear, military logistics more so than like strategy and tactics.
You keep going. I'm gonna go get a 20-sided die. I think we're gonna need it.
We're gonna need it. So like military logistics and all that, like the supplies, the things you give soldiers, fascinates me throughout like the history of warfare. One thing I found interesting in the Civil War was that coffee was already a popular beverage, but soldiers would have coffee because it was a hot beverage that they could drop their hardtack in, their like bread, to kill all the bugs that were in it because they would be murdered by the scalding hot coffee, and then they could eat something that didn't have bugs squirming around in it.
Is that what happened to the little bug on screen?
Yeah. Oh, hey, bugs don't like caffeine. Yeah, that's why.
Boop, boop, boop.
I don't know if that's why, but that's a very good explanation.
Thank you for subscribing to the Patreon, by the way. And if you want to be cool like these nerds, you can do that if you want to.
Yeah. But another thing. This is from the like colonial revolutionary period. The conflict we call the French and Indian Wars, which would be the 7 Years' War, I believe, for our non-American and Canadian viewers.
I think that is correct.
Yes. The French outfit of the era has like these little white things popping out of their collar.
Yeah.
It's like an additional like popped collar sort of thing. That's their underwear. They had a full body sized underwear back in the day. To like have underneath the outfit. I don't know if they had any additional layers underneath that, but as far as I could tell, that was like there to, pick up the sweat and everything and do all the things you'd want an undergarment layer to do, presumably. So, yeah, I don't know what medieval underwear looked like. I presume it's not like that hilarious little chastity belt thing we see in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what beautiful madness this is.
Let's see.
I'm not helping you.
No. Has anybody described themselves as being in their underwear or wearing underwear only in the books? It feels like something that would have come up in potentially a brothel, although most people in brothels just walk around naked because, why not at that point?
Sometimes they wear like slips and shifts, which is hard to say in succession.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go to a search of Ice and Fire and type in underwear.
Small clothes. Small clothes is what you're looking for.
Small clothes. Is that all one word or with a space?
I don't know. I usually listen to the books.
It's one word. Interesting. He soiled his small clothes at the sight of it. Chet shouted out loud as Rangers laughed. His sister would soil her small clothes, he smiled in the dark. I saw no sign of her spies skulking after me. That's Tyrion, the Clash of Kings. Lots of people shitting their pants. Theon talks about having boiled leather small clothes.
Oh, that can't be comfortable.
Yeah, no, that cannot be comfortable at all.
As a person who enjoys leather quite a bit, like wearing it consistently is not,
Yeah, there's some chafing going on there.
I don't say chafing.
Let's see. Suddenly his small clothes were wet and he could feel piss running down his leg.
Oh no.
George has a lot of people pissing and shitting themselves in these books. I didn't quite internalize that, but that does happen a lot.
It does happen quite a bit.
Let's see.
When people criticize George Martin for being too sexual, just remember that the main character of the series does like viscerally soil herself in the middle of a desert. And that's true. The last time we saw her.
The last time we saw her was her shitting herself.
Yeah. Shitting herself and tripping balls.
Yeah. Those do go hand in hand.
Hey, if we have any new viewers, welcome to the show.
Let's see.
This is a show where we make up excuses to talk about A Song of Ice and Fire.
We call it a theory video, but it's really just us revisiting the books from a different angle.
It's just shitty improv.
unless we're right about the theory, and then we are serious about it.
Yeah.
We'll let you know when the Winds of Winter comes out which theories we were just having fun and which ones we were legitimate predictions.
Yeah, exactly. Tyrion is not going to drown anyone. Obviously, he's not going to drown anyone in sewage. Unless he does, then I was serious.
Just don't look up the Texas sharpshooter fallacy, and we're like the greatest predictors of all time.
Zach, would you like a card?
Yes, please. Get me out of this hell.
I'm rolling a 20-sided die. You got a 12. I hope this helps. Australia is 4 times larger than Greenland.
And we think they're similar size because of the Mercator projection, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Which
Zach,
is not projection in the world.
Zach, it's not an underwear theory. I just wanted you to talk about underwear for several minutes.
Well, you succeeded. This is a kangaroo theory. Australia is 4 times larger than Greenland. So,
that's when they do the MCU in Australia. I'm pretty sure that's the that's going to be the main villain of Phase 4, a kangaroo. Like, hang on, I'll make sure that everybody at home gets the joke, because
no, they got the joke.
Kang the Conqueror is the name, and there's a kangaroo. You know. Best meme I've ever done was at the end of Loki. When we're not sure who the villain is, I sent out a picture of the Backstreet Boys saying it's gonna be Kang. Wait, is that NSYNC? I don't know. Tell me in the comments. It boosts engagement. But only if we talk about boy bands. It doesn't boost engagement if we do anything else.
Yes. Yeah, it's got to be about boy bands. Put your favorite boy band in the description.
Zach, does this help?
Not in the comments, in the description. So, I just pulled up the true size of, by the way, and you're totally right.
Sure.
You can fit so many Greenlands on this bad boy.
Slaps roof of Outback.
So
look, all right, for off the hip, that joke was extremely good.
That was a very good joke, yes.
Slaps a roof of Outback.
Let me list all the things I know about Australia. Let's see. People there travel in fried out combis. There's a hippie trail. They might have a head full of zombie. You can apparently meet strange ladies. They might make you nervous, and take you in and give you breakfast.
God, you strung me along for so long on that joke before I understood what was happening. You got me so fucking good on that one.
Hold on, Tom, 1 second.
Yeah. I thought we were doing a bit. I guess I'm vamping right now. Other notable things about Australia.
No, you're good. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I had a phone number for an important enough area code that I had to risk taking it, but it was spam.
I hear they like spam in Australia.
Actually, from the same source, it seems to be Vegemite.
You're right. I get those confused quite consistently. One is inedible sludge and the other is Vegemite. Zach, I've gone fully crazy. You've been gone too long.
Let's see.
So this down here, right? Can you see what I'm pointing at? Yeah. This down here. All right. This is not about Australia.
So, is this about the scale or size of Westeros in comparison? Like our map might be very flawed.
Yeah, sure, that's a ding. Yeah. Yeah, hang on. Boop, boop, boop. Um. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Okay. That's 2 dings, I think.
Okay.
Sadly, the Citadels' knowledge of Citadel's knowledge grows thinner the farther away we travel from the lands that men call the Sunset Kingdoms. And that is from The World of Ice and Fire. And of course, medieval. Did I spell that right? Medieval maps tend to be unreliable
That's true.
in scope and scale. All right, Zach, we have some information now. I'm no longer just memeing at you.
Yeah, we've escaped that particular hell. So this is interesting because we know much, but not too much about the quote unquote world of Ice and Fire. Not the book, but the universe. We don't have a good name. There seems to be Earth, by like how they describe it.
Ding. Fans call the world of A Song of Ice and Fire Planetos, though George Martin has said that characters would call it Earth.
And it's not too far off. Like George has said multiple times he wants to keep arguing with Professor Tolkien, and the hobbits lived in Middle Earth. So it's not that much of a stretch, I don't think.
Ding. The Lord of the Rings series takes place in Middle Earth.
Interesting. So, is it? No way. Incorrect. Wrong. You're not arguing that the world of Westeros takes place either above or below Middle Earth.
Christ, no, dude, that's awesome.
Like if you just dig down deep enough in Westeros, you end up in the Hobbit. I don't know where you're going with this.
Oh, this is I'll throw one on here that we kind of got fine. Most of A Song of Ice and Fire takes place in Westeros.
Yes, there's some Asos stuff. Although I don't think they ever say Asos in the books.
Yeah, sure they do.
They do?
Yeah. That's a ding, by the way. Daenerys spends all of her time in Essos, to the east of Westeros.
It's only ever used in the world of Ice and Fire.
Interesting. They never use the word Essos in the books, huh?
They usually just say across the Narrow Sea.
Fascinating.
Huh.
I'm having such a good time.
Yeah, you are. I have no idea what's going on.
You've gotten a lot of dings for someone who doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So we have sort of you ready? I'm gonna call this down here. I'm gonna call this the geography corner.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's mostly geography.
Yeah. Can you add anything to the geography corner?
Let's see. We don't know the outer limit. We don't know what's west of Westeros
Ding.
for sure.
Many characters wonder what is west of Westeros. Some fans speculate there may be another continent there. And this is for sure connected to this, right? These two are absolutely connected. And this is, of course, connected to this. I'm sorry, Nick Tompkins. Nick, we're covering you up. We're gonna start covering people up here in a minute.
Yeah.
Can you add anything else to the geography corner?
Maybe.
I've broken his brain on the first day back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god. What beautiful nonsense. Zach, would you like another card?
please.
Okay, sure. Hang on. Before I do, I'm gonna draw a couple of lines between some things. This is the geography corner, right? Boop boop, boop boop. And I don't. Yeah, we'll do it. These are obviously connected. I'm just gonna give it a couple of these. And I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna do like one of these. Right. Yeah. And then we're gonna do one of these. All right, I'm rolling your die. You got an 11.
11.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is not going to be helpful. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. All right, hang on. Cancel, please. Are we still recording? Are we still live? Okay, we're all right. We're all right. Nobody panic. Westeros is about 3,000 miles long and about 900 miles wide at its widest. I do not have a citation for this. There are a number of wonderful, mad fans who do these sorts of calculations, using the wall as a meter stick, sort of understanding that it is likely that the map is not necessarily 100% reliable, and using the wall as a measuring stick to get about how the dimensions of Westeros. I hope that helps. Does that help?
Let me read it a couple more times. 900. So, using the walls and measuring sticks is certainly a way to do it. Do I get a ding by mentioning Littlefinger's jetpack from the show?
We do not. However, I would love to talk about that at the end because the one of the major I'm gonna use the word holes loosely. One of the loose holes in this theory is the speed with which characters can move sometimes. That it doesn't seem to necessarily be consistent. However,
Well,
oh, go ahead.
the theory that Westeros is either like significantly smaller or larger than we think, or perhaps like maybe all the people in Westeros are just very, very, very tiny.
Oh yeah.
They are hobbits.
What is this, a
perhaps?
continent, France?
Yes. Um,
So let me see if I can
nudge me in the right direction.
maybe it'll help. I will expand on this quote up here.
Yeah.
This quote continues. For Congress with some of the distant realms of Asos has ever been sparse. We know even less about the southern reaches of Sothorios and far Olthos, and nothing about whatever lands may lie beyond the last light and across the sunset sea. Can we put something in the geography corner? No. We have... Hang on, let me give these some underlines. We have a 1 and a 2 who.
So, I guess we really don't know the true size of the planet that Planetos is.
That is absolutely correct. Yes, that is what I'm trying to imply with these ones up here. That is definitely a big part of the theory. But before I move on, put something in the geography corner that we just mentioned. This motherfucker wasn't listening.
I don't know what I was supposed to glean from that.
Here we go. We'll just put it on down. The continent to the south of Essos is called Sothorios.
Sothorios. And then you could say Essos east, Westeros west, Sothros south. So we'd need a North Thoros to really finish this out.
Boop.
We'd need well, I guess the lands of always winter could be connected to a North Thoros. Tom been very quiet all of a sudden.
I'm not quiet. I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Zach, expand on that again. Say it again for the crowd.
If there's a Westeros, an Essos, and a Sothros, maybe there's a North Thoros.
Perhaps, Zach, there is a Nothorios, or perhaps a Nothos.
A Nothos. Yeah, why not?
But Zach, you may ask, how could that be? We know what the map looks like. And we know that the lands of Always Winter, the place north of the wall, is not as large as the spaces that we are working with, right? They're not as large as like Westeros, and Westeros is by far the smallest continent. Unless you count Olthos, which I'm not doing in this theory.
Yeah.
Zach, can I deliver to you? By the way, this in here. What happens if I scribble that out?
There's Underoos.
What happens if I scribble that
There's
out?
an Overoos and an Underoos.
We have a Westeros an Essos, a Sothorios. We are speculating on a Nothos, which of course implies the existence of an Underoos and an Upperos.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll come back to that in a minute. We'll call that Nick Grimes' section of the theory.
Sure. Yeah.
Quote. No, not quote, not quote. I have two quotes from George Martin.
Okay.
Beyond the wall is very large. According to George Martin, it is quote probably larger than Greenland. Boop 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 boop. And perhaps unsurprisingly, this is going down here.
We don't know how much larger than Greenland, but probably larger than Greenland.
We don't. However, we have another quote.
Okay.
George Martin has stated that the area north of the wall is very large, perhaps as large as Canada.
Well, that is significantly bigger because Canada is the second largest country on Earth.
Canada's real fucking big. Canada is 3.8 million square miles. We're working in freedom units today.
Yeah.
Whoop. And now we're somewhere near the meat of this, aren't we?
Yes.
Compare those two things, Zach.
So, the size of Canada and the size of Greenland are two very different sizes.
Correct.
Probably larger than Greenland, perhaps as large as Canada.
I also have in here Antarctica is 7 times larger than Greenland. Both of which are, by most people's reckonings, whole ass continents.
Yeah.
Larger than Greenland. Notably larger than Greenland.
Yeah, and perhaps the size of Canada.
Talk me through it, Zach.
Which is very large. That's an entire continent we haven't seen north of the wall.
And that... ring-a-ding-ding, baby.
I've always sort of believed that there is way more there than we imagine. Maybe there's a passageway to somewhere else. But this kind of confirms it. Like, I don't see how it could be the case otherwise, really.
Let me... the reason that I have these two numbers down here, right, is for some perspective. Zach, using this, assuming that that Westeros is a rectangle, which it is not, what is the absolute maximum size of Westeros in square mileage?
You're asking me to do math.
I am. I'm asking you to do math live on stream.
I don't know. Give me an answer.
900 times 3,000 is 2.7 million.
2.7 million.
Please compare that to that number right there.
So the land of always winter is larger than Westeros.
Is not just bigger than Westeros, Because I am right. Westeros is kind of shaped like this, right, and it's got like these little spikies here, right, down in Dorne, and then it comes up like this, right, and then it goes north, right. This size estimate here is assuming that Westeros is a rectangle like this.
Yeah.
Which it is not. We don't know exactly how not it is, but it is definitely not. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Oops. I'm sorry. My computer started freaking out. We don't know exactly how not it is, but it is definitely not that large. Because we know from the wall, at its thinnest point, or one of its thinnest points, it is 300 miles.
Yeah.
So Westeros is not 3,000 by 900. It's probably 3,000 by 600 or something like that. It is not 2.7 million square miles. That means, Zach, that north of the wall is not just bigger than Westeros. North of the wall is a lot bigger than Westeros.
Interesting. Yeah.
North of the wall is perhaps 2, 3, 4 times larger than Westeros. And the globe that we have is completely fucked.
It would actually make the wall make a lot more sense if it was so, like, for now it looks like kind of a weird, arbitrary place to throw it, considering how little we know is there in the lands of always winter, to keep out a threat that presumably if Westeros was united against, they could defeat. But it looks a lot more defensive, like a wall should be, if the lands of always winter, the land of the others, is so much larger than the land of Westeros that they need such a defensive measure.
Yeah, and this, right, I'm pardon my like poor sideways, like this is north, right?
Yeah.
Pardon my poor drawing. If this is the way that it is drawn, right? Where it's something like this. Where this is something like a quarter of the size of the rest of this hemisphere. Right. If it's actually like this, and this is the fucking choke point, that makes so much more sense. That is why the wall is there.
That's where it narrows down, and that was the most logical place to put it, yeah.
Exactly. And Zach, that's the theory, right? There it is. There it is. This occurred to me when actually like it really did start as a meme because I was like, haha, I want to make an Underoos theory. But as a matter of fact, the document that I'm working on is called Underoos and Underoos.
And you made a compelling argument there.
And like, as I started digging into it, I was like, wait a minute, it kind of actually doesn't make a lot of sense in a lot of places. And then I found Zeb and I found these quotes from old George Martin interviews that say very clearly that Westeros is as large as Greenland, is larger than Greenland, and on par with Canada, on the same order of magnitude as Canada.
Yeah, which is huge.
Square mileage of Greenland. Greenland is 830,000 square miles. So it is something between 0.8 and 3.8 square miles. And like the phrase perhaps as large as Canada tells me that it is leaning on this side of the scale.
Yeah. Either that or George R. Martin is bad with scale, but
as I said, that is the hole in this, right?
George R. R. Martin doesn't know that Greenland is much smaller than Canada.
So yeah, there it is. North of the wall is not how would I describe the way it looks right now? How about this? The north of the wall, as we understand it, are the areas that are populated by the wildlings. We have been assuming that the areas populated by and mapped by the wildlings is the entirety of the north of the wall. What if this shaded region right here, what if this, the area mapped by the wildlings, is the only part inhabited by the wildlings?
That would make sense. Yeah, they couldn't cut off a perfect DMZ through the areas where humans live and the areas where others live, because there was some overlap in the lands where the wildlings are. So some people ended up where they drew the line, not on the right side of it.
Yeah.
And for those wildlings, it feels like they kind of have a right to go beyond the wall once things start to go a little not great as far as relations with the others. Like, they want to go to the lands that humans cordoned off.
Oops, there's things that are off the screen right now. Hang on, I'll fix them.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's really just this one. Get on today. Is that visible now? Ah.
No, it's definitely not visible.
Oh. Ah. Will you absolutely please? You're gonna come up here. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So what do you think?
I think that's a good theory. I believe it. I genuinely believe that. Yeah, it is. The lands of all this winter are probably massive, and that's probably going to be something we learn in the Winds of Winter.
And like it's so because we have this like concept of the heart of winter.
Yeah.
And since this like occurred to me, since I started to internalize it, the idea that the heart of winter is here is just not as compelling as it is if it's like fucking all the way up here, right?
Yeah. If there's a real journey that has to be done to get to it. And if you look at the last hero like story that old Nan tells, right? I believe she's the one who tells it. It's about somebody who has to go on a journey that is far more perilous and far longer and far darker than he would have ever thought. And if the heart of winter is a place you can point to on the map, that's not that much of a journey of an adventure of a trial. But if it's somewhere where you don't even know exactly where it is and you have to venture into unknown territory, that's a lot more compelling.
Because this right here, this is Hardhome. Hardhome's right over here. You're telling me that the Heart of Winter requires approximately as much travel time as Hardhome? Which we know characters get to in the span of like we know that John's sailing expedition to Hardhome gets there in like a couple of days. And we know that John's proposed trip from Castle Black, which is right here, his proposed trip to Hardhome, he knows that he can get there in time for it to matter.
Yes.
And if it was a 4-week journey, a 6-week journey, you would not get there in time to matter.
If it was longer than that, yeah, he wouldn't even know what was going on there until it's way, way too late. I like this. I like this a lot.
Tell me why. I thought that was going to get picked up, but whatever. I guess
I didn't know which tell me why it was. You're going to have to be more specific.
I'm ending the recording.
Oh.
Zach, say goodbye.
Goodbye.